Hi friends, welcome to another day in quarantine.
Hello.
Yes, I'm back with Ryan today. You can see his haircut in person now. So a vlog. You're shaking the camera again.
Oh, earthquake.
So some vlogger friends that, well, they're not really friends. We just know
They've
them
become
through,
virtual friends through the
just,
powers of the interweb.
Yeah. They did a quarantine question tag kind of thing, so I thought, why not do it with us too? Although we're kind of not in quarantine anymore because I'm back to work, he's working, so it's a little different. But still, you know, at night we come home.
We still have to deal with some of the other impact things of, you know, we can't go to certain places, can't do certain things. So even though we're working, we're still impacted by the quarantine right now.
Yeah, so it's not full quarantine, I should say. All right, so first question is, describe your quarantine experience in one sentence. I can actually do it in one word. That's fine.
That's 2 words. That's 3. It is fine.
Well, hey.
Fine. Fine is
fine. I haven't had a problem with it.
Not to be a critic or anything, but yeah.
Anyway. Okay.
Mine, get me out of here.
Yeah.
Like the first week was cool. I got time off from work and I can sleep in a little bit. I can do some fun projects maybe that I've not been doing that I've been wanting to do. But man, week 3, that was get me out of here.
That's when I was home.
Yep.
Get me out of here. She's home too.
Yep.
No.
Give me something to do. Get me out of here.
All right. Question number 2. Is there a Disney song that best describes your quarantine experience?
Yeah.
I would have to say we'll go with my gal Rapunzel. It's, what's the name of it? It's just flipped up. When Will My Life Begin? There it is. But she's listing all the things that she does throughout the day, where she's crafting and she's baking and she's cleaning and all this. Although I didn't do much cleaning, I did do a lot of crafting though. And she's reading books. So yeah, that describes my quarantine experience.
Yeah, I was thinking about it, and the song for me is I do not know Disney songs, you know. No, nothing came to mind.
But there's the Ariel song, I Want to Be Where the People Are.
But I don't know enough about Disney and Disney songs to actually know the words to that song, or nothing comes to mind for me.
All right, so question number 3. This is a term that the legs, I'll put a link to their channel down below, but they've coined this term. It's soft pants or hard pants. So are you wearing sweatpants or are you wearing jeans?
Who says we're wearing any pants at all?
Exactly.
You never know. You just see this part of it anyways. So, yeah, I've been doing the mismatch thing where I'm dressed up, you know, for messages for online. I'll be dressed up here, but it's soft pants, jogging pants down below. But yeah, lots of soft pants.
Yes, for me too. There were a few days where I was like, okay, I need to make sure my jeans will still fit me, so I will wear them today. There were a few days.
I would say I'm almost 50-50 now. Since I have to go to work and do different things for there, I'm probably 50-50 now. Half the time soft pants, half the time hard pants.
Yeah. Question number 4. The favorite meal that you've discovered during quarantine?
Okay, like the first week when I had that week of just me being home and being able to do something for breakfast, I know I've always wanted to get back in the habit of cooking different things. I can cook. I was at a restaurant years ago. I just don't have the time to. So the first week I had tuna melts, grilled tuna melts, like 4 mornings in a row. And it's, so yeah, make some tuna salad. I got some going now. And then with pineapple and tuna together. There's this restaurant, Royal Berry, that we actually just had lunch from there.
Yep.
And they have this thing called the tropical melt. And so it's a tuna melt on an English muffin with pineapple on it. And it's, yeah. So I had that like 4 mornings in a row. And then the other one is a rediscovered quarantine meal, which was just spaghetti.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, I don't know if it's just schedule or just not thinking about it, but we hadn't fixed regular spaghetti. And she does a really good job at it. And I really like it, and we have had that a couple times.
We were trying to do Atkins, and so spaghetti is not on Atkins. So that's why we haven't had it for a long time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was going to say spaghetti too, like Oh, I really, really like it when we have spaghetti.
Yep.
All right, question number 5. Have you pulled a Mulan and cut your own hair?
So I didn't actually cut my own hair. I did do the first few swipes, but Lori actually helped finish that off for me, make sure it was all, I didn't miss any spots. So, yeah.
That's when the trouble started, though. I was trying to get the spots that he was missing, and that's when the guard fell off.
Yep.
And then that was it.
Then it all had to go. It's like a clearance sale. It all had to go.
Yeah. So, I have not, although I do have this one piece that likes to grow faster than all the others, and it's starting to drive me nuts. But I'm not going to pull out a sword and do it Mulan style. So hopefully I can wait it out until things open back up. Number 6, have you kept a routine? I tried. I set an alarm. Most of the days I got up at that time. I did try to keep a routine as far as like from this time I craft, make sure I put some cleaning in for one day, whether it's laundry or dishes or whatever. But I did try to keep a routine just because I knew once we went back, it would be difficult if I did not keep a routine.
So I've kept a routine a couple of ways. First off, since I'm still working, that helps keep me, for some of my mornings, it keeps me up and going in that kind of routine, so the transition back to work won't be that bad. But I have definitely kept up the routine of procrastination when it comes to just the typing that I have to do for sermon stuff for Sundays. Usually my Monday to Friday, I'm busy with my one job, and then I have to transition and get things typed on Friday night and on Saturday. And I would have figured that, now I've got a little bit more free time. That writing process would get started earlier. I won't be up late on Saturdays. No, that I've kept up the routine of procrastinating and not writing until later. And so I'm up later on a Saturday night, which I like the peace and quiet at night. So that's a good time for me to write usually.
Yep. Question number 7. What's one thing you're doing as soon as things open back up?
First thing I'm doing is going to the rec center. I have been going through all kinds of basketball withdrawal because I normally go 2-3 times a week easily and go for 2-3 hours at a time. I just love it. And so I'll go Monday or Tuesday evening. I'll go on a Thursday evening, 2 out of 3 or 3 out of 3, whatever I can fit in because I love it. It's my activity. It's my release. And so I can't wait to be able to do that.
Yeah, he did set up a basketball goal out in the driveway, but it's been either too cold or too windy to do it. So
yeah, and there's nothing. I mean, for somebody as skilled as I am, I really can't risk, shooting around in windy and acclimate weather and doing that sort of thing and it throwing off my shot. Because then when I go back to the rec center, I've adjusted for wind and there is no wind in there, so I can't do that. You gotta have standards.
Yes, exactly.
Gotta have standards. I'll shoot around a little bit. I'll do some yard work and then I'll stop and shoot around a little bit while I'm mowing the yard or something. But I've not been out there just playing. One of the neighbor kids, there's neighbors, their grandkid, their grandson was over, and so he came over. We shot around for a little bit, but that's really the most I've done it since we've had it out there. What are you doing, Daisy? What do you want to do when you're... Yeah?
My first thing would be going to the movies. Like, I miss going to the movies and even going out, like, sitting in a restaurant, eating dinner, like, having a date night out. That's one thing I've missed.
Yeah, I love date nights. Love watching the movies she likes to go watch. She won't watch my stuff.
We go...
It's true.
We go to a lot of yours, too.
Come on up here.
You want to make a cameo, Daisy? There
Yeah.
she is.
Here's Daisy. Here's my girl. Okay, next question.
All right, next question. All right, this is a big one.
Mm-hmm.
How many books have you read?
You ready?
If you include audiobooks, I've done 4 books. I'm halfway through one. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm shaking the camera. I'm halfway through one book, and then I started another audiobook, Jane Austen's Northanger Abbey, and I am a fifth of the way through. And that was just coming home on Friday, listening to it then. So.
Okay, I've read 3 books: a small, medium, and large. Like one is a book that I normally read, and then another one is a normal, okay sized book, but it's got large print. It's an older book for old people, and then the third one is just a small, very focused book on just a certain topic. So I've read a small, medium, large book and a few partial books, but like with the leg, she mentioned the leg life. He was the guy on there was talking about Adam.
Yeah.
Adam was talking about, he was so excited when the quarantine thing started. He had so many books he was excited to be able to read. I'm the same way. I am so excited to buy new books. There's lots of books I want to read and can't wait to read. I just do not have the good habit right now. I'll get seasons where I'm in a habit of reading, and you'd think during times like this I would have more time to read, but when it's not a habit heading into that season, it's hard to just pick it up. And I have done okay. I do know
you have beat Adam.
I have. Yeah,
Adam has read half a book. In 6 weeks.
So I've read 3 books that I wanted to read, and hopefully that just keeps growing.
Yeah. And then Sherry mentioned, that's Adam's wife. She mentioned she's read 21 books in the last 6 weeks because of her anxiety. It keeps her up at night, so she reads, and I totally get that too.
And reading was her habit heading into it.
Yes,
So
yeah.
yeah.
All right. Question number 9. What Disney character would handle quarantine best? Well, there's one that
the first,
immediately comes to mind.
Yeah, for me it was immediately Rapunzel.
Yeah.
And she can handle it. She can handle it for years.
She was
and
forced to for 18 years.
Yeah.
So.
And she didn't like surrender to some corona cut. She just didn't. She's like, I'm not getting a haircut. So you bunch of people out there are just cowards, just cutting off too early.
But I was thinking like Belle, as long as she's in the castle with the beast. Thank you. And she has the huge library. She'll be fine in quarantine. But another person who was forced into quarantine, who handled it okay, was the genie. 10,000 years will give you such a crick in the neck. All right, that was the 2 thoughts that I had about Disney characters. Number 10, have there been any silver linings to this quarantine? I was going to say Zoom. I know Ryan had been doing Zoom meetings before all this started, and I just, whatever that is, and then downloaded it, and so I've been able to keep in contact with Knit Night at Llama Llama, also with my old Stitch group. But mostly, we set up a family Zoom meeting every week, and my cousin and my brother and his wife and my mom, we all get on there. Well, not all of us all the time, but for the most part, we're all there, and just get to talk and see each other, and that's been great. That's what I really liked through this whole time. You have a silver lining?
Silver linings. Well, for me, it's always when I get a break. I have 2 jobs. Like I said, Monday to Friday, I'm doing one job, and then I'm transitioning and have a lot of stuff to get ready for the other one. Even though it's not a job, and it's something I absolutely enjoy doing, having all that going on can be tiring. And so, a season where things scale back, that feels really nice. And I know everybody's situation is different. Some people have some financial hardships during this time, but for us, we both had both of our jobs coming in. I'm filling in at another place, and so I've got additional stuff coming in there, and then that whole stimulus money. So we've actually been blessed in that regard. It's actually been more than we're used to, but it's but part of that is doing that so it can be a return that back in some way to be a blessing for others. Yeah. So we've got just different things planned for that money to go towards. It's not for us. Yeah. Because people in a lot worse situations than we're in.
Number 11. Do you go outside every day? Nope, I didn't. There were several days when I
had to drag her out. Like, come on here, look at my plants. Come on, I got plants out here. Come look at them. And she's just not wanting to come outside.
Let me camp out on the couch with my knitting, and I'm good. Did you go outside every day?
I go out most every day. Yeah, I would say 90% of the days I go out. And I mean like go out to be out. I don't mean like go out briefly to go get something or to go to the store. I mean going out to be outside in the yard, mow the yard, plan something for the yard, whatever. Most days I go outside.
And one of these days, once his garden is all settled and we've got the front, we'll do a tour of his garden and what we've been doing during quarantine outside. Okay, question number 12. How much toilet paper did you buy?
Who says we use toilet paper? I mean, that's kind of implied in the question is that we use toilet paper, right?
Yeah.
We buy enough soap, we may have one of those fancy French toilet. There's like those French things that shoot up water. I mean, some people have those, right?
Yeah, some people do.
We don't. We don't. I'd love to. They call it Poseidon's Kiss, I think. I don't know.
Anyway,
I'll stop.
I have not bought any toilet paper, mostly because I don't go out and do any shopping because my anxiety just gets
you
too
haven't been to Walmart since the start, have you?
I go to the Walmart down in Kankakee.
Oh, that's right.
Because it's less populated.
And we actually have bought a lot of toilet paper, but most of it actually was not even toilet paper for us. There's other people that they can't go out to go get toilet paper, but they need it. They've got, there's just different situations. So we've actually I bought toilet paper 4 different times for different circumstances. So,
once was
but only
for us.
once was for us, and the other times were for other people in need.
I mean, just 2 people, we don't really.
Yeah, because that's one of the things. You had to, for a lot of it, you had to get up early in those early few weeks. You had to get there early. So one morning I went to 3 different places to get toilet paper. Went to one, nothing. Went to the other one, nothing. Went to the other one, and there was still some left, fortunately. But yeah, so I've had to do the toilet paper run.
Yep.
Oh, there's more. I didn't realize there's a backside. Oh, that's right. Okay.
All right. Question. Yeah, I flipped the paper. Question 13. Now, I will have a caveat on this one because we don't have Disney Plus or the Netflix that we do have is from our friend. So the question was, do you watch more Disney Plus, YouTube, or Netflix? I don't really feel okay using my friend's Netflix. So we just had our TV and our movies. I did watch a lot of YouTube, lots of history documentaries on YouTube. There's one, I'll link it down below. It's about the 1918 flu pandemic. It was really good. It's by Extra History. It's a cartoon.
That was a rough, I remember that. That was rough going through that.
Yeah, it was.
Feels like another life.
But we've done movies. What have
for me, so we don't have the Disney Plus. And I used to watch a lot of YouTube when I worked nights at the hospital. I watched a lot of different things on there. But once that job changed, I've not been in the habit of doing that. Netflix, I don't know enough to really get on there and do that, so I don't. The thing I've watched a lot of is Animal Planet.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! Because Sports Center, sports, there's nothing going on in the sports world, and so what's my next favorite thing? I love animals, and so I've been watching so much about the Bronx Zoo. I could probably name the whole, every animal by now. It's crazy. I just
you up till 3 a.m.
Yeah. I'll go to bed at a really weird time. She'll ask what time I went to bed, and I'll tell her I went to bed at 3 or 4. Why were we up so long? Well, they got these conservation officers in Alaska, and it's like, oh my goodness, Animal Planet.
Yeah. Well, and then whenever I get the TV, it's Hallmark for me. Number 14. Have you given into these TikTok dances or food trends? No. We don't even have TikTok on our phones.
Yeah. Do I look like somebody who's trendy? I might do that little floss thing, with the arm, but that's just goofing around. No, I'm not trendy.
Yeah, I'm not trendy either. I mean, I know what they are. I've seen them, but I haven't tried them. The only thing that I've been tempted to do is the whipped coffee. But even then, I'm like...
Friends joke.
Yes.
She likes the Friends jokes.
There you go. All right, last question. You ready?
Yep.
Number 15. What is one thing you will continue doing or using after quarantine is over? One thing that we started during quarantine is having coffee making coffee here at home every morning. We've had the coffee maker, we just never pulled it out, never did anything. So I've gotten into the habit. I fix the coffee before we go to bed. Whoever gets up first turns it on in the morning, and then we have coffee before we go to work. And usually I'll fill up my travel mug, and it'll last me all day. I don't need to make any at work, so that's nice.
I have a couple things. One that I will continue for sure, and the other one that I hope continues. The thing that I will for sure continue doing is doing recorded videos of messages for church.
Yeah.
That's just a new thing. We always had audio recordings, but some people just don't really. It's not really as accessible as people. People really don't access that much, I don't think.
Yeah.
But the video part, it's different. It's better, and so we have different people that miss church for different reasons. They've got work, and it's nice for them to be able to watch a message rather than just listen to an audio part of it. And so that's something that will definitely continue after the quarantine is over. And the other thing I hope continues, and I'm praying continues after the quarantine is over, is getting up earlier in the morning. So I mentioned this actually in the message for this week. Is the job I normally have, I go to work at 7:30. The job I'm filling in for right now, I go in at 6:30. And so I'm getting up an hour earlier than I'm used to. And I've always wanted to get up earlier in the morning, have more of a transition time into the day, have more quiet time, prayer time, things like that at the front end of the day. And I'm hoping that after doing this other job for a couple months, it'll help me say, you know what, 5:30, getting up at 5:30 is way easier. It's a mental thing.
Yeah.
Getting up at 5:30 is not a problem at all. And so when I start back to my regular job, hey, I can still get up at 5:30. I can have that extra time put to good use. And so that's something I hope and pray will continue after quarantine is over.
Good answer. I like those.
Yeah. Thought about it myself.
All right, so if there's any questions you wanted to ask, if you want to answer these questions yourself, go ahead.
Hashtag what? Do you use hashtags with these things?
No.
Okay.
It's just a tag. Like you're supposed to tag somebody at the end, like I tag Kalisha
Like
or
you're at,
Hannah.
like kids?
Yeah, like you have to do it now.
Gotcha. Okay.
But I'm not gonna. If you want to do it, go ahead. If you don't, I understand.
Tag, you're it. You got corona.
No.
Don't touch people, right? You shouldn't play tag. Shouldn't play tag during a quarantine.
No. Anyway.
So no tag. Nobody's it. Nobody has corona. But if you want to do it, do it.
There you go. All right. With that, I'm going to leave you guys now. Stay safe. Take care of yourself so you can take care of others.
Take care of yourself and others. Please have your cat spayed or neutered. Isn't that what they do on the...
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Please have your pets.
Okay. I will talk to you later. Bye.